I walked in on my fiancé in the living room, standing with my sister, holding a crumpled piece of notebook paper and reciting vows that made my stomach twist, except every word was about my sister, not me. She was grinning, he was red-faced, and I just froze in the doorway, keys still in my hand. They both started laughing, insisting it was some joke they'd come up with to mess with me, but the way his voice cracked and the way she wouldn't quite meet my eyes told me this was anything but funny. My heart was pounding so hard I could barely get the words out, demanding to know what the hell was going on. He tried to brush it off, but when I pressed, my sister snapped, "Why do you care so much anyway? It's not like you actually want this wedding." That hit like a punch, and suddenly it all came spilling out, my late-night doubts, her lingering glances, his confession that he'd always felt a pull toward her but tried to ignore it for my sake. I felt like I'd been dropped in the middle of someone else's nightmare, not mine, but there we all were, ugly truths out in the open, three people tangled in a mess nobody wanted to admit was real. We argued for what felt like hours, cycling through blame and denial, him accusing me of emotional distance, her of always being the second choice, me of trying to keep everything together just to prove I could. At one point, my sister stormed out, slamming the door so hard a picture frame fell off the wall. My fiancé sat down on the couch, head in his hands, saying he didn't know what he wanted anymore, that maybe none of us did. I stood there numb, realizing I couldn't remember the last time I looked at him and actually felt anything but obligation. What gutted me most wasn't the idea of them together, it was the way I recognized myself in their confusion, the way I'd been clinging to the relationship out of fear of being alone, not out of love. In the mess of secrets and shouting, I saw my own reflection, someone so desperate to avoid losing that I'd stopped asking if what I had was even worth keeping. The real betrayal wasn't theirs, it was my own refusal to let go.